guys truly have no idea how happy I was when I found out I could have Marky Mark in the Funky Bus intro me. Like, I got on the plane, I can pick any song I want. They're like, yeah, any song. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, because I'm a pretty average speaker. I apologize beforehand, but my karaoke skills back in the day for that song were impressive. Okay, so how many people here just have like math information overload right now? Like, especially, I know a lot of people here just starting out. Just raise your hand. Everybody just raise your hand. There we go. Information. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and tell corny and stuff. But how many people here, raise your hand if you're just getting started? Like you've just been doing this? Okay, cool, perfect. All right. Has anybody ever heard me do anything? I will try not to offend you guys. I'm so sorry ahead of time. But what I got for you today, oh, okay. I get it. I've never given a presentation where something technical doesn't go wrong. It's 100%. It's the click. Okay, cool.
Transmitter and we'll swap it out.
Just touch my butt.
I do.
Check. By the way, this was all part of the presentation.
No. Oh, geez. Good? Oh, okay, cool. All right. Okay. Is this like the dead spot, like the dead zone? I have to like stand over here like behind like the... Okay, cool. So what I got for you guys today is essentially very, very simple. I'm not a Facebook expert. I'm not super technical. I don't like doing complicated things. So yeah. So what I got for you today is how to double your income in any business from Facebook list building. And this has essentially doubled my income. It's made me millions of dollars. And even if you're not making any money right now, this is a simple way to get to $10,000 per month. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to leave here and make $10,000 per month. But that's what I want you to kind of set your goal at if you're just starting off right now. And if you're above that right now, this is going to help you double it and help me drastically double my income. Literally, you can see here at the beginning, or actually the beginning of the year, I was making about $87,000 per month. And within about 5 months' time, I was generating well over $200,000 per month. I think we did close to 275 last month. So that's pretty dang good. And what I'm going to show you is literally the key to how I did that. I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. And it's very, very simple to replicate. Now, I do this in any niche, whatever niche you want to get into. I do this in the SEO software niche. I do this in the sales training niche. I have a protein powder company I'm starting off, and I've been testing it. Works in that niche. Done it in the dating niche for clients. I've done it in the real estate niche. So whatever you want to do, okay, even if you want to sell like underwater basket weaving classes, you can use this. You can use this, guys. It's a good niche. Good niche. There's only 2 people in it. So if you can just get those 2 guys, give you money, all right? Nice dudes, though. It's super easy to replicate. This tactic I'm about to show you right here, I launched a business, my sales training business. I really enjoy teaching people how to sell and grow businesses. But I was able to go out there and generate about $50K in 3 weeks from just a brand new list. Okay, I went out, Facebook, built a list of 4,000 people in about 2 weeks. About 3 weeks, 4 weeks' time, I was able to generate about $50,000 from that list, and that's how to do it. And it's a literal license to print money. I'm going to show you. It's literally mathematically how to print money, and it's very low cost to start out. If you have $5 a day, $10 a day, you're going to be able to get this done very, very, very easily. This is kind of an inadvertent thing, but what I'm going to show you today will potentially double your opt-in rate. This simple way I build my opt-in pages, it's super stupid. It's very, very simple. It's doubled a lot of people's opt-in pages just overnight. So about me, what do I do? Yeah, who the hell am I? You guys like my little Batman symbol? Little AB? There you go. I actually have like a little spotlight on top of my house that I shine around my neighborhood with that. And neighbors don't like me. I also have a live nudes flashing sign on my roof as well. I really do. I have like a cool bar patio. But anyways, about me. I built a $3 million per year business in 2 years. My first business was all based around SEO. I still do a lot of SEO stuff, but I like doing all sorts of other businesses, not just SEO. I launch products. I scale businesses. I have a dog named Boots. He's just a nasty little creature. And I have a pretty big launch coming up. I haven't launched a product in over a year, so all this list building stuff I'm going to show you is not from me building a list from launching products or anything like that, even though it's a great way to build a list. That's not how I'm going to be generating these lists and stuff like that. And the process is very simple. It comes down to finding your base audience, creating your lander and bait, creating your ad, setting up tracking. How many people here actively like track hardcore what they're doing? Yeah, see, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's literally the most important thing I've learned this entire year when it comes to growing my income. And then once you get your base readings and your number, which is I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you the God number, as I like to call it, it's just about scaling. And at that point in time, it's extremely easy to do. So let's get into this. So how many people here are kind of intimidated when it comes to buying ads? I mean, if you just started off, yeah, raise your hand. I mean, like, it took me like a year and a half to like finally be like, maybe I should be buying ads for my business. I mean, Ryan Dice does it. So seriously, I was like, no. I will get traffic some other way. But it's very intimidating at first. And I want to really make this super simple because I get hundreds of leads a day doing very simple stuff. Very, very simple stuff. And I don't even actually do it anymore. I just outsource it because I know how to replicate the pattern. So what you want to do first, guys, whenever you're starting off, you want to find your market. This is just blatantly who your customers are. All right? Like if I'm selling SEO stuff, I want to go and market to people that like search engine journal. If I'm selling sales stuff, I want to go and market to people that like Frank Kern, protein, bodybuilding.com, dating, other dating companies, real estate communities, real estate trainers. Very, 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 very simple. How many people here, whatever business you're in, you can already identify like where your customers are on Facebook? Everybody just go like this. There you go. Cool. Every time you guys give me like a half-ass, like hand raise, like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm just going to make you guys do something completely silly. But anyways, it's super simple. And the reason why I do this, guys, if you cannot get these people to opt in, and if you can't get them to buy something, it's not a sign that like a lot of people have a lot of trouble finding the right traffic. It's not a sign. Like your traffic is right. It's a sign that you're doing something wrong. You need to go back to the drawing board. You need to work with that. And if you cannot get these people to opt in, then that's your big problem right there. So the first thing you want to do is start being able to market to the people that are actually going to buy your stuff and are likely to buy your stuff. Now, what I have right here, and actually I'm pretty racing through this. I might have to slow down, tell some jokes and stuff. So, guy walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. I'm going to burn some time because we're going too fast. And the bartender says, dude, you got a steering wheel in your pants. And he goes, I know, it's driving me nuts. I always do this because my girlfriend's in the back room and she hates jokes like that, and she's always just like, what an idiot. But anyways, guys, what I have right here is literally, and you can just copy this. Copy this. I'm not, if you've been taught other landing page techniques, I'm not saying those are wrong at all. I'm not saying I have to, this is the only way to make a landing page. But this right here is the highest converting landing page template I've ever done. I've tried everything. I've used every form of opt-in page on lead pages. I've tried every combination of optimized press. I've done literally it all. And this right here, this simple, stupid landing page right here, consistently converts for me in niches at 60 to 80%. Okay, if I'm running this in the sales training niche, this opt-in right here, when I'm marketing the Frank Kern or Ryan Dice or stuff like that, converts at 80%. That cuts my cost just down to the floor. It's absolutely insane. So what this is right here is just super simple. I'll show you it in another niche as well. Same exact thing, and I call it the Bimbo Lander because it's just so simple. And if you guys ever see me on Facebook, feel free to click my ads and opt in and maybe give me some money. But with that all being said, go and check it out on there. There's also a lot of programs out there that have just literally copied this as well. So my big lesson for you right there, how many people when you're creating your landers, you try and make it really overcomplicated? Like you do all sorts of stuff. You have like a picture of you like in a cape. Yeah, that's what I would do. Like my first landers I would go out there and I'd be like in a suit, like I'd come down from like space and like teach people how to sell stuff. You got like 20% opt-in rate. This right here will just absolutely kill it for you. So what I want to do really quickly is kind of break down the wording on there and why it converts so well for me. And the big thing I want you to take away from all this right here, don't look at it like it's something complicated, because if you're just starting off, the best advice I can give you is you're probably overcomplicating things. That's the best advice I can give anybody. You're probably overcomplicating things. But this right here, it's basically a 5-step process. So you can guys see the first thing right there. It says 100% free template download. And you can just copy this. Just copy this. What you want to do on the first wording is right there, I want to make sure the person knows it's free. I want them to know what it is, and I want them to know how they're going to obtain it. Okay? Obtain. That's a cool word. So what it has right there, it's a template, duh. They're going to download it. That's how they're going to get it. It's 100% free. Now, what I like to do with the big headline right there is just make it very, very blatant. You want to tell them how they're going to get it and what the overall benefit is. Download my proven 80% opt-in rate landing page template. If you go on the next one, 50 big profitable SEO niches with super low competition. A very basic benefit. I don't offer like training videos. I don't offer anything, just very basic, easy to understand benefit. And then the final line underneath that, I use to nix out any objections. Okay? So each of these niches can generate up to $5,000 per sale. Because if someone sees that, they're probably going to be thinking like, 50 profitable niches, just how profitable are they? Or with the 80% opt-in rate, they're probably be like, well, does this work in a niche? And so I go and do that. Then what I use on every single landing page is just that download now button. I just get off of Ryan Dice's page. It converts really well. And when you guys have the buttons on your page, when you have the place where they basically click the opt-in, I always use the word download. It converts so much higher. I don't know why. It just converts a lot higher. And then when I do, this is kind of sneaky, but I put my Facebook page underneath it. Now, if you don't have a big Facebook page, I'll give you a solution to that in a sec, but what happens is a lot of people that like my stuff have friends that like similar stuff. So what's going to happen is a lot of people will come to my page, and then they'll see their friends' faces underneath it. It's like, oh, it's safe to opt in. You know, I did it too. And so that's something that really goes out there and increases conversions a whole lot. Now, something you can do, and I don't do this, but you can go and grab the Facebook page of someone who has a similar business to yours that already has a lot of likes, where your customers' friends will likely hang out, and throw it underneath that. I don't do that. It's not the best practice. Okay, it's not the best practice, but if you want to go out there and increase your conversion rates, I'm not going to call the internet marketing police on you if I see you doing that. So, there you go. Oh, do what? You mean, okay, I speak really quickly sometimes. I get excited. So, all right, so you see that Facebook thing right there? So basically you can go and you can grab the like box. Just go and grab the like box from any Facebook page, get the URL, go to the Facebook, just type in Facebook like box, and then you throw it in there and it will generate a little box with all the people that like it. Now what happens when you see any of those like boxes online, it's going to show your friends first in there. So for example, if I have like 20 friends that like Frank Kern, and then I go to his page, it's going to say, hey, your friend, this guy, and this guy all like this, and they've already opted in, or it kind of suggests that. So does that make sense, guys? Making sense? Good stuff so far? Okay, cool. I know you guys just like the jokes, so I'll be whipping out a few more of those. But that's really, I just like the opportunity to make an ass of myself in public and then also provide some good information on the side. Now, how many people here have a lot of trouble making your bait, like that thing people are going to opt in for? Anybody here? I used to have a lot of trouble with that. I mean, you'd spend like 8 days like split testing 10 different things, and they'd all convert just really poorly. So what I would suggest you do right now, especially if you're starting off, is make your bait either a download, a cheat sheet, or a template, or a free giveaway. For example, in the protein powder niche, I give away a free workout shaker if the person opts in. Now, what you want to do with your bait, guys, is make the benefit obvious. It needs no explaining. When I go and say, hey, here's 50 big profitable SEO niches, it needs no explaining whatsoever. When I say, get my 80% opt-in page template, no explaining whatsoever. If you can't explain what your bait is in like 5 words, then it's the wrong bait. It's the wrong bait. You want people to make that knee-jerk decision and just jump through. Make it small, simple, and blatant. All right, this template right here, the 50 niches, it's super small, okay? I'm not going to make an entire video course. I'm not going to make an entire something. You want to just make it super small. It needs to be literally like showing someone the text. Like, literally, your opt-in needs to be, hey, do you want to know a secret? Here's a secret, okay? That's what you want to do, and you want it to be very, very simple, okay? So avoid videos on your opt-in. Now, I'm not saying this works 100%. I'm just saying for the method I'm using for this. I've seen plenty of opt-in pages that use videos that are just fine, so don't leave here and be like, Becker said videos are horrible, and I'm never going to do it. But what you want to do, what I like to do is I like to avoid videos on opt-in pages. I don't want to do it because it's just the conversion rates are always a lot lower for me. I don't like to do free training or free courses or anything like that because you can't explain it in 5 words. If a person goes, oh, I'm going to get this free course on SEO, they're going to be like, is this good for me? Am I going to have time to follow up on this? Is this guy going to start? It's just too many questions. You want it to be super simple. So does that all make sense? Very, very good. Okay. That's the absolute key to that right there. Now, what a lot of people do, especially with ads, and this is where I had the most trouble. How many people try and be really creative and like witty with their ads? How many people try and do that? They get that high CTR, Only 2 people in here? Only 2 people. Yeah, that's the most intimidating thing, because I thought, man, when I get these ads going, man, I got to have an award-winning ad. Okay, I got to have like a wiener dog, like saying something witty, and like fireworks going off, and then I'll get a high CTR and low click-through rates. No, no. When you're marketing to your base audience, you don't need to be creative. One of the reasons why, my personal belief, when you're marketing to broad audiences and why big brands will try and be creative, is because you're marketing to a very wide range of people. It's really hard to call out to one person and be like, hey, you know, click here. This is perfect for you. So you have to be creative. When you're marketing to your target audience, you don't really need to be that creative. So don't be creative with it. And when I first create my ads, a lot of people who begin, they'll focus on CTR. They'll focus on their click cost. And it's virtually irrelevant. It's irrelevant, and I'll explain why. If you're just starting off, I know there's probably some resistance to paying a high cost per click, but a high cost per click is good. Okay, it's going to make things a lot more profitable. If I'm paying like 20 cents a click, it's not necessarily bad in some niches, but in my niches, if I'm paying 20 cents a click, like in the SEO niche, I think something's wrong, especially on Facebook. Okay, it means I'm marketing to the wrong place. So what I do, guys, also as well, is you might be thinking, you know, I go out there and I just burn through money. What I do is I'll spend $10 at a time. I'll pay those high cost per clicks. I won't really look at the CTR. I won't care about that. I just want to get those clicks right away. But it's not like I'm going out there and I spend $20 and don't see a single conversion. I'm like, just let it run. Let's see what happens. And it's not like I go out there and let it go to $100 and $1,000 and be like, I'm rich. Just let it run forever. I don't care. We'll see if it turns around. It's just not how it works. Okay, I spend $10 at a time, and I'm going to see from that $10 right away if I got a winner or a loser. Easily. So that's exactly what you want to do with that. Now, what you want to do with your ad, guys, is I have this analogy called come for pancakes, get some pancakes. Okay? If you want to get people to opt in for whatever you're doing, make the ad completely line up with it. Okay? What you're going to see right here, this is the ad. I don't know if you guys can read that, but I'll read it out to you really quickly. But on my opt-in page, it literally says, download my 50 most profitable SEO niches. On my ad, it just, look at the ad image. I mean, I just went into Photoshop and just, you know, smacked around. I put up one ad. I didn't go out there and do like 50 different ads. I didn't go out there and do a ton of split testing, which is very important later on when you're going to get your costs down. But at the beginning, you just want to get to your target market. You want to get those clicks. You want to see what's going on there. I think if you actually look at that, I don't see the lead conversion rate, but all these landers, all these ads I'm about to show you convert from anywhere to 60 to 80%. So they do very, very, very well. So with that being said, you can see very, very simple. So on the ad itself, it says big profitable SEO niches. And then it says above that, click here to download my list of big profitable SEO niches. And on the opt-in page, it says the same exact thing. You want total alignment. Okay? So if people are coming to get pancakes, give them pancakes. Don't get all witty with it. Don't have like an ad where it's like, you know, I don't know, someone shooting a flamethrower and like being all cool, or some hot chick actually almost got a dink for having hot chicks in my ads. People don't like that. I don't like bikini models. Using Playboy models in your ads is not the best idea, so don't do that. But when I was able to go out there and do that, just boom, conversions just come in. You can see this other one right here. Same exact thing. I think this one converts, I can't read that from there, but I'm pretty sure it converts at 80%, just like it says in the ad. And you can see the same exact thing, guys. Like, I'm not being creative. How many people think you can write ads like this? Like, you can just line up your opt-in. So simple. And this generates me hundreds of leads every single day. Right here. Click to download my 80% opt-in rate page, same exact thing. You can see right here for a protein powder, get a free premium workout shaker. That's it. This right here, I think that one right there converts at 85%. And the cost per lead is super low. With that being said, I'm just testing out. One thing you guys also might want to see in your markets, this is a really good advice I recently picked up. Don't go and create your whole entire product. Don't go and create the whole entire wagon for your marketing without going out there and testing if people are actually going to buy it, okay? For example, before I even went out there and started marketing my protein powder, before I actually went to the formula person, got developed, lined up my manufacturers and so forth, what I did first is I went and started just running simple ads. I had a simple ad. I had an opt-in for a free workout shaker, and then I had a page afterwards that would sell them the protein powder. Now, of course, after they paid, I say, so there's no protein powder here. You can't actually pay. I'm just joshing with you. And, of course, some people weren't too happy about that, but I knew instantly I got a winner. Okay, I can scale this up. Does that make sense, guys? You don't want to go out there and create a whole entire product. You don't want to go out there and create a whole entire funnel until you can just prove that the front of it works. Okay, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. So, tracking. This is where the most important thing comes down. It all comes down to this, really. And this at the end, when you combine this all together, when it wraps up, you're going to see just the money-making potential with this right away. What you want to do tracking-wise, and if you're just getting started, guys, mark my words right now. Start tracking. Start tracking. When you can say, hey, I know how much I'm going to make in a month from a lead. I'm going to make $5 in the first month from a lead, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how to do that right now. You can go scale the moon. Your whole entire business becomes getting leads for less than $5. It becomes very, very easy. Okay, how many people here, once you go to the amount you're making for click, how many people here think you can buy clicks for less than $4? How many people here think you can do that? That's your sole business right there. You can print money at that point in time. Now, what I do tracking-wise, and guys, I'm an idiot, okay? Like, I don't know how I make money because a lot of things I do are just a mess, but I'm going to show you kind of the way I do this kind of stuff. What I do first is I get the Facebook conversion pixel, and I'll throw it on the thank you page or the opt-in page just so I can quick reference when I'm going through my ads to see which ones are converting, okay? It's really easy for me to see in that first 20 bucks if I'm going to get conversions. If my opt-in pages are converting at 80% and I go and start running an ad, I spend 20 bucks and I get one conversion out of 20 clicks, obviously I'm marketing to the wrong source of people. It's instant. I know immediately. So get that tracking going right away. You never want to be blind. Then what I use is a program called Improvely. Just Google it after this. And what you can do with Improvely is you can literally track what a person does that is on your list for a year, 2 years, until they clear their cookies, to hide their internet history from their wife or something. But at that point in time, what you can do is you can see exactly what they buy from you. So on every single thank you page of any product I sell to my list, to any affiliate promotion I do, this might be hard if you're just starting off, but I make affiliates put the tracking codes on their page as well. I see if a person bought. So if a person opts in, I'll know if they bought from me a month from now. I'll know if they bought from me 2 months from now, and I'm able to track their lifetime value, and it makes my job very, very easy. I really don't ever aim to make money right up front from any leads I get. I really won't start trying to sell you anything except I'll start selling you stuff about a month in, usually. So if you guys want to opt in my list, stay on for 29 days, and then you can jump off. So you know my secret. But with that being said, that's a huge key, because I know exactly how much I'm going to make over the span of a month from that. So what else do we got right there? So big closing point on that, get Improvely on anything you sell, get that tracking code on there. Get that tracking code on there, follow the tutorials on your site. It's very, very, very easy to do. And I just had a massive, massive resistance to it when I first got started because I don't like doing complicated stuff. So if you're in that kind of phase right now where you're just, I can wing it without tracking, don't. Okay, so right there, you can see, I believe this is the right data I pulled, I just ripped it off. But you can see right here, I got a batch data of about 500 people, and I was able to generate about $2,834 from it. So you can see right there, now this tracking isn't perfect, I don't set it up 100% right, but I generate about $5 from a lead in the first month. Almost just like clockwork, So what does my job become at this point in time? How do I scale my business? Boom. Simple. Okay, simple. That's my whole entire business now. At that point in time, guys, if I want to go out there and outsource it, all I have to do is go to my ad guy, which I do, and I say, I need leads for less than $5. Okay, that's it. Let's go out there. If you can get me 2,000 leads in a day, 3,000, 10,000 leads in a day, great. I will give you $50,000 right now, because I know if I'm getting those leads for $3, we usually get them for about $2.80. I'm literally just printing money. For every $50,000 I spend, I can't do math, and I'm not going to make myself look like an idiot on stage right now, but I make a lot of money back from it, a lot of money, and I'm literally printing money. And it's just mathematics, science, and all sorts of cool Bill Nye the Science Guy kind of stuff. So, a quick overview of my funnel. So what I do, this is what I do, guys, and is this helping you guys a lot? You guys think you can replicate this fairly easily? Yeah. Cool. And if we have any time left over, I'll do my Marky Mark karaoke for you. And yeah. Becker's information was awful, but boy, can that guy sing. Jeez Louise, the moves on that kid. So, anyways, quick overview of my funnel. When a person opts in, how many people here have ever opted into something and it says, thank you for opting in, and then that's it. That's it. And the guy starts emailing you. It's almost like if you were walking down the street and some guy goes, give me a high five, and you're like, okay, and you give him a high five and he starts holding your hand and won't let go. You're like, I don't know you. Like, stop. Why are you doing this? Okay? So what I do after a person opts in, there's a whole bunch of voids to fill because I want them to open my email. I want them to know who I am. I don't want them to be like, well, who is Alex Becker and why is he trying to sell me stuff? I don't like this. What I do, the second they opt in, I say, hey, there's me in a video. I don't have the video up here right now, but there's me in a video saying, hey, my name is Alex Becker, and I'm not going to sell you anything right now. Because what's the first thing you think when you opt in? I'm about to get sold something. They instantly, you go to the sales page, and you're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. So what I do is I say, hey, my name is Alex Becker. I'm not going to sell you anything right away. And I'm not saying trying to sell after an opt-in is bad. Okay, there's plenty of ways when you have the tracking, when you have the data, there's plenty of ways to make it work. This is just what I do, and there's 100 different ways to skin a cat. So I say, hey, my name's Alex Becker. I'm not going to sell you anything right now. I run a sales training business. I do millions of dollars every year online, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you some top-notch training to help you do it as well. So what's going to happen right now, you're going to click below, and you're going to get taken to a video. I'm just going to give you this exact stuff. I'm going to give you over-the-top information. I'm going to help you out a whole lot. And what you need to look forward from, or need to look forward to, is any email from Alex Becker. And when you open these emails, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to send you a lot of value. I'm also going to sell you stuff as well. And that's all I got for you. Enjoy my blog. Enjoy all the content. Go absolutely nuts. So at that point in time, guys, when the person gets that first email from me where I'm like, hey, open up, let's hang out and stuff, they're like, oh, that's that guy. I know what he's doing. I know who he is. I know what he wants. I know what he's going to give me. I'm going to go and give this a shot. And that's huge for getting your open rates up there. I mean, my list will usually get about 30 to 40% open rates in my sales training business. And it's just from that. It's just from introducing yourself. So when a person opts into your list, guys, if you're not going to sell something right away, go and introduce yourself and make a huge effort to become a person in their mind because, how many people here, you only listen like the 3 people, you're on there a bunch of email lists, but you only really listen like 3 or 4 people. How many people are like that? Like, I don't really I'll open Annex emails because, I like Annex, and a lot of my friends will send emails, so that's the list I'm on. But other than that, I really don't pay attention to a lot of email lists, and a lot of people are the same way. So you have to make yourself an authority in the person's eyes right away. So I call that a trust barrier. The second a person opts in, I have to do those things. Now, if the person opts in to learn about opt-in rates, that tells me a few things about them. And I'm just example, you can kind of reverse engineer it. Tells me they have a business, tells me they want to grow a business, tells me they know basic internet marketing, stuff like that. So at that point in time, I send them 3 emails of value on the subject, just cool stuff, usually me in video. If you're not putting yourself in video right now, or you don't want to be in video, my advice to you is, sorry, get in video and make yourself look like an authority because people buy from authorities. They don't want to buy from mystery men. Nobody wants to buy from mystery men. That's why there's a few internet marketers that control most of the sales, and they're all well-known and stuff like that. So I'll send them 3 emails of value, me in video, teaching them stuff like that. And then what I usually like to do, guys, is I sell them high-ticket offers or reoccurring offers. There's 2 reasons. Well, there's 2 reasons why I do those. And if you guys are just starting off, I encourage you not to be too resistant on selling something that's $1,000, $2,000. When I first got started off, I'm like, I'm not going to sell anything for over $10 because that's, a crime, okay? Back in the War Reform days. And, War Reform days, oh yeah. But anyways, nothing wrong with the War Reform. It's great. Okay, okay. My glance is going to come kill me. So, anyways, I'll sell the high-ticket offers, guys, because, look, you're going to get those conversions on there. I'll sell something for $4.97 to $9.97. If you don't have something like that, find someone who has a product like that, webinars, so forth, etc. Because it's a lot easier to get those numbers in there. It's a lot easier to get like 3 people out of 100 to give you $1,000 than it is to get 30 people out of 100 to give you $47. Does that make sense? So you're going to be able to hit your numbers a lot easier. Like when you're looking at my numbers right there, I took in 500 leads, but I was selling a product that was $9.97. So out of those 500 leads, I only had to make 3 sales to make $5 per lead. That's very simple, right? How many people here think you get 3 people out of 500 to buy something? Not a challenge. Not a challenge. Getting 100 of those people to buy something at $47, that's a challenge. I can't do that, okay? If you can do that, come hit me up. I would love to learn from you after this. But that's what I do. Then I also do reoccurring offers, guys, because they're recurring. I don't really have to explain that. But the income stacks, and it really increases the customer value right away. And that's how, guys, that's how I'm able to go out there and generate that $5 right off the bat, because I'm only selling reoccurring stuff, and I'm only selling high-ticket stuff most of the time. And I'll do a few promotions of lower price products, but most of the time, guys, I just want to sell that high-ticket stuff. Now, let's see what we got going right here. When I go and promote to my list as well, guys, this is great. Just don't open my emails on the 1st, the 15th, or the 30th. But what I'll usually do is I'll mail a lot of value. I mail a lot of value to my list because people these days they get abused a lot in internet marketing. There's too many promos, and it's very, very easy to lose the attention of a lot of people. So with that being said, I will send a promotion on the first month, and I'll just send value between that and the 15th. On the 15th, I'll send something else out, and on the 30th, I'll send something else out. And that's where I'll make my big chunks. I really don't ever want to promote to my list multiple times in a week. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong as well. There's tons of other ways to go out there and do that, guys. I know people that promote every single day and make a killing. That's just how I do, and that's kind of how I operate, and that's what's worked really well for me. So what you want to do at this point in time, guys, is run the ad. Now, if you want to go out there, there's 1,000 different ways to look at how you bid and look at the ads. What I do when I start off is I just go and I do CPC and cost per click, where you're paying per click. And in my niche, it's usually about $1.80, $2 per click, which I don't mind. Like, it's very easy for me to hit those numbers. But what I'll do, guys, go out there and put your bid about $1 above the click. Now, again, I'm not a huge Facebook expert. That's just the reason why I do that is to get the clicks right away. I don't want to play the bidding war. I don't want to wait 2 days to get traffic. I want to get 20 clicks in, and I want to see my data right away. And so what I do at that point in time is I'll see right away if my opt-in's going to work. If my opt-in's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not hitting, if it's not working, it's obviously not going to work for me. So it doesn't really matter at first, guys. Don't really look at your CTR or your click-through rate or even your opt-in rate starting off. You just really want, and I'll explain the opt-in here in a sec, but you just want to really get the people coming in. You want to get those people coming in. You want to get the data right away. Okay, so don't really look at any of that other stuff when you're just starting out. Now, what I do, guys, is I get a sample size. I get a size of, and depending on where you're starting off, I'll usually get a sample size of about 1,000 people. But if you're just starting out, aim to get about 100 people. Okay, get 100 people, and then run your funnel for a month. Run your funnel for a month, and you're going to get that number. You're going to get the, what I like to call, the God digit. All right, it's the key to everything. That number right here, that $5.20, that is my God digit. That is the key to everything. That dominates my entire business. If I can go get leads for less than $5.20, I'm making money back in the first month. And on top of that, guys, we all know that an email doesn't just stop after the first month. Okay, those leads over the course of the year usually making about $25 to $40 per lead. We're still getting that number right now. So I go in and I get that sample size. And the reason why I do that, guys, is if I'm constantly stacking new people on the list, I'm not really able to track it as best as I possibly can. I don't know if it's going to work right away. I don't know if my funnel is going to work. I don't know if there's going to be a return in it. So I don't want to go out there and build a massive list if I don't know my funnel works. Okay, so I go and get my God digit, and then Provely will tell you exactly how much a lead is worth in the first month. All right, mine is about $5.20. And then my sole job becomes asking one question. I don't have a complicated business. I don't have to do tons of tracking or tons of crazy stuff. My sole question is, can I get leads for less than $5.20? If the answer is yes, I will give you $100,000 immediately because I know I'm making the money back. It's that easy. How many people here would be okay spending $10,000 if you knew you were going to make $12,000 back? And then boom, you grow the list. You grow the list. It's such an easy decision. Like, you have that list till the end of time. Okay, it's not like those emails just like, oh, after a month I'm jumping off. So that's all I ask. Am I getting leads for less than $5.20? The end, my job's done. My life is very, very, very simple. And at this point in time, guys, I go out there and I scale. Okay? What I'll do is I'll jump over to other base audiences. I will go out there. I will go and start buying up the sidebars. I will go and start putting stuff on YouTube. I will go and start putting stuff on AdWords. And I will do the same exact stuff. Now, guys, what I just showed you can get you hundreds of leads a day on Facebook. I've got up to about 500 leads per day just from Facebook with that simple stuff. Okay, nothing complicated, nothing hard, just that simple stuff, getting a lot of leads. Now, at that point in time, guys, what I encourage you to do, because when you're running an email list and when you're doing anything, you really want to play to your strengths. And I don't think anybody here wants to become the next, I mean, if you want to, by all means, but I don't think anyone wants to become the ad buying or the media buying guru. You guys are here to build email lists. You're here to build businesses and so forth. And you can only be good at so many things. Okay? You can't be a one-man show. And when you're taking in 500 leads per day, you're going to be making, a good chunk of income. What you want to do at that point in time is you want to pay someone else to do it. Okay? Like what you just saw a few minutes ago, when Andy Jenkins, Mike Folsame, got Laura to do it, boom, exploded. That's the same thing I'm doing right now. It's very easy for me to bring someone on at that point in time. I think that might be cool. So what you need to realize at this point in time, guys, is the true potential, right? Don't just stop tracking right away. Like, what I would even be better to do, I like making my money back in the first month because I'm a scaredy cat. But honestly, a lot of big businesses, they'll wait 2-3 months to go out there and do that. And when you're able to wait that amount of time, guys, that's why I can outbid all my competition. That's why I don't care how much I'm paying per click, because I know my numbers. Especially it's great in the SEO niche because SEOs don't know how to buy ads for crap, so they're out there, buying a lot of ads and so forth. But they can't compete with me for very long because they don't know how to make their funnel work. They don't know how to get that number at the end of the month. And so I'll go out there, they'll increase their bid to $2. I'll increase it to $3. I'm like, I'm still getting the leads for less than $5. I don't care. So that's the position you want to be in, guys. That's how you kind of become the bully in your niche and how you can go out there and build a list of 10,000 people in 2 weeks. It's pretty dang easy. So what you also need to realize, guys, is the amount you're going to make over the course of a year. I make about $25 to $30. So for every $5 I spend, I make about $30 back over the course of a year. That's a good spot to be in. I like that a whole lot. So literally, I'll make about $200,000 per month, give myself $20,000 so I can, buy alcohol and, have fun. And the rest of it all goes back to my business. All goes back. I'll give you $180,000 just to go buy traffic right now because I know every one of those $5 I spend, the return is just absurd. So I usually pay about $2.80 per lead, and that's basically it. The simple method can net you 300 to 1,000 leads a day. Just this right here. It's possible to get 10,000 leads in a day. I know guys, they will pull in close to 30,000 leads a day on Facebook. They're pretty neat guys. I can't do that. But this is enough to really get you going, really get you a seven-figure business. I firmly believe once you go and get these basics down, it's just a place to be. Okay? Email list building, if I had to start from scratch, is literally what I would start doing. Because you can go out there, you can build these lists, and you can start a big business right away without relying on any other big businesses out there. So pretty simple stuff, guys. I think that is about it. Good stuff? Good stuff. Woo! All right, guys. Well, if you want more information like this, just check me out at copybecker.com. If you like profanity, corny jokes, and lewd behavior, it's great. You guys got the PG version today, so don't let your kids go to that website. And also, everybody here that bought under my ticket, I'll be hanging out in the bar after this. Stay at the event, but just come say hi, So, cool stuff. All right, guys. Questions? Okay, cool. Here's what I do with that. And you'll see a lot of funnels. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have a microphone. So she asked, why would I give away a free protein shaker? That'd be a hard cost. Everybody that opts in, I'm basically paying $1.50 and paying a little bit more. There's a few different ways to look at that. First off, when I have that God digit, it lines up just fine. But I'm going to explain how I get around even having to give away free shakers. So after the person opts in, what you're going to see in so many physical product funnels, you'll see a lot of this in Ryan Dice's funnels with the survival stuff. But if you go and look at a lot of other physical product funnels, I encourage you guys to go out there, whatever niche you're in. I mean, if you want to get into selling physical products, that's why I'm moving into that. I want to scale. It's like in the SEO industry, I can only scale my business, maybe sell it for, $50 million. It'd be hard to really scale past that. Protein business, I can get up, flip that business for $300 million, $400 million. So that's kind of why I'm getting into that. But I digress. So the reason why I offer that shaker and what I do is after the person opts in, I say, okay, cool, pay for the shipping and handling, and I'll sneak the price that it cost me to get the shaker. It cost me about like 50 cents to get the shaker. I'll sneak that into the shipping and handling if I want to. Now, what I'll use at that point in time is after they opt in, say, okay, pay for the shipping and handling, or get this protein powder, and I'll send you the protein powder plus the shaker, no shipping and handling. So the person kind of gets the shaker used against them. Okay, and so they can go and either pay for shipping and handling the shaker, which they're not going to do. A lot of people won't do that. Some people did. Or they're going to say, oh, crap, well, I want to get the free shipping, and it's a deal to get the protein powder, so I'm going to get the protein powder. Then after that, you offer them the protein powder at a reoccurring cost, at 20% discount, and there you go. It's pretty easy to scale from that point in time, especially when you get your numbers. So, any other questions? What's going on, my man? What I'm doing, oh yeah, his question is, Alex, how are you so outrageously good looking? No, I'm just kidding. Do I use intro videos in all my niches? It depends. What I'm doing a lot right now, I have a SEO business called SourceWave where I've been the face of it for a very long time. I'm moving that more to a software-based kind of business where we're going to have like trainers and other stuff like that. So it depends. It depends on the business. You always want to have an introduction to your brand. This is kind of more for the template I just kind of gave you is kind of more for like guru marketing, info marketing kind of stuff like that. It depends. Like the protein powder, I'm not an authority in protein powder. Okay, I lift weights and stuff like that, but no. So me like going up there and like my scraggly buddy, like, you want to get jacked, dude? It wouldn't really work too well. So Basically, I have a straight pitch after the opt-in. All right, it also depends on the niche too, guys. Like in the physical product niche, the person is not going to need. Oh, take a question. Okay, cool. In the physical product niche, the only reason the person's going to need to be on my list is to buy that protein powder. So the whole list is based around selling them the protein powder. So I'm not going to be using the same template I just gave you guys. But in niches where like copy Becker, it's really my passion business. Okay, I'm never going to be able to flip it for $100 million. But I really like doing that. I really like getting people in there. And if you want to start in info marketing, a lot of you guys are going to be doing affiliate marketing, probably a lot of info marketing starting off. Correct? Yeah, that's where you want to use in there. Because when it comes to this is what cracks me up about info marketing, and I love it. It's an amazing business. But your whole business is basically like getting people to pay you to tell them a secret, okay? It's like literally people come in and like, hey, you want to know a secret? Give me some money. So with that being said, that's why I use those intro videos and those niches, because when in info marketing, your word and who you are and your authority is your product. Your product is not, when you guys just get started, your product is not your product. Okay, your product is yourself, especially when you're doing affiliate marketing, especially when you're doing email list building. So what I'm selling them right off the bat, when they come through that first opt-in, yes, I am selling them something subtly. I'm selling them myself. Okay, so when I hit people with those email lists, the reason why my email list converts so highly, the reason why I can get a person to pay me $2,000 for training is because I get that authority to them. That's why I use those intro videos. I'm constantly selling myself. Then I sell products. But your product is yourself. Your product is not your product. Okay, it's a huge, big, crazy thing that a lot of people don't realize and so forth. What's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What you're going to see when I first get started with that, oh, okay. He said basically, hard to kind of put it there. He basically asked, you said you're going to be able to test with $10, but you're saying you're paying $5 per lead. So, if you're spending $10 right away, you're only going to be able to get 2 leads from that. How are you going to know right away? Very, very simply. Is that, okay, cool. So, with that first $10, I'm going to be able to get about 10 clicks. I'm going to be able to get about 10 clicks right away. If I'm paying about $2 per click, actually, no, it's 5 clicks. You're making me do math, man. Making me do math. Basically, the response to that, the first $20, you're going to get about 10 clicks. If you have a good opt-in page, you're going to see those conversions. Does that make sense? You want to get that sample. You want to get that sample size. Like you're going to get that sample size when you're spending that first $10. You're just getting your data, okay? And then once you get your data, then I'll spend more to get it to that 100-person sample size. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's up? I don't want to funnel too much traffic to me. I'm sure Anna can get it to you guys afterwards as well. So yeah. What's up? Improvely. Let me just go back and look at it. By the way, I'm coming out with my own version of it in like 2 months, so if you want to hold off and not do tracking, you can come hit me up later and use that instead. So don't start tracking until 2 months from now when you get an email from me. Bad. Okay, don't. Yeah. Oh, Improvely, Improvely. What's up? 404ing, that's basically when the page comes in. And basically when you get a 404, it's like if I had a page on my website and I deleted it and then nothing happens when someone gets sent there. It's just an empty blank page. So, cool. Any other? What's up? Hey, what's happening? Hey, dude. How's your day going? Make any money gambling? Man, I suck at gambling. What? I will never gamble ever again. So, what's up? Oh. Okay. We just have a conversation, What'd you eat for breakfast, my man? What's up? The page? Okay. For that, I use Optimize Press. There's also another product out there that is not my own, so I'm not pitching out there, called Profit Builders that just launched by Sean Donahoe. He literally, I did a webinar with him, and I said, hey, he said, can I just copy your landing page? And he literally copied it, and you can pick up the software and then just have that landing page instantly. I built it in Optimize Press because I like to kind of Sean's program does the same thing Optimized Press does. You can also use lead pages as well, guys. There's a similar opt-in. It's a very simple, ugly opt-in on lead pages that does the same job. That little Facebook and the download button increases conversions, but that will get the job done as well. So yeah, pretty simple. Yeah. Oh, that's just from the Improvely dashboard. Yeah. So. Oh, he said, where was I pulling that data from? In this picture right, where is it in there? 1 second. I'm just gonna mumble to myself a little bit longer. And that picture right there. That's just the Improvely dashboard. I should be getting a commission. Oh, you can't? Oh, wow. That's not cool. Have you guys not been able to see what I'm doing the whole time? Yeah, okay, cool. That'd be hilarious the whole time. Like, you can clearly see the ad right here, and it's just a picture of me. But yeah, that's just the Improvely dashboard right there. I should be getting a commission from Improvely right now. Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's going on? The God digit. Oh, you want to, basically the number? Okay, cool. What that is, dude, is basically, that's just the number I got to have in the first month. What it is, every lead I take in, that's how much it's going to make me in the first month. Okay, so if I get a lead for $2.80, on average, that lead is going to make me $5.20 over the span of the first month. And the next month will probably make me $7. Probably next month after that will make me 10, 15, so forth. So the reason why I call it the God digit is because that's a cool sounding name. I mean, so, but the reason why I call it that is just basically once you have that number, it gives you so much leverage with your business because you know exactly how much you can spend with ads. And what a lot of people do when they first get into advertising, and I'm not the best media buyer, I'm not the best Facebook advertiser. I pay other people to do my advertising now because I don't want to be the best at it. Okay, my asset is me being able to sell very well. My asset is being able to create softwares and so forth and manage teams and build businesses, and I'm aware of that. So the reason why that gives me so much flexibility is because I can go out there and grab my traffic guys and say, hey, look, just get me leads for less than $5.20. And they do. They actually cut my ad costs down a whole lot. And I call it that just because it gives you so much leverage. And when you just get out there and start buying that traffic right away, you're literally printing money. I know if I pay $2.80 in the first month, I just made a profit of about $2 from that lead. So if I take in 2,000 leads, I'm not going to do math. I made like $4,000. Yeah, okay, cool. Jeez. Failed algebra. Actually, I had a 0 in the last final 6 weeks, if you guys ever went to school. And actually, I had an average of a 0 in algebra because I just was like, no more. I'm never doing this ever again. And my parents were very proud. So, yeah, so it gives you a lot of flexibility, and I can just go and print money with my data. That's why the tracking is so important down the road. And I've really resisted doing that for a long time. And actually, the way I used to really build lists is I had to constantly launch products. And launching products is a great way to build lists. It's a great way to make a large income. I got to where I am originally by launching a lot of products. But I'm really able to take a lot more control of my business by going out there and using Facebook in combination with launching products. So, long-winded answer, but yeah, that's why I call it the God digit. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, well, I can talk about it anyways. I don't know what happened. I accidentally knocked it out of there. With trust issues, you got to really think where people are coming from when they come through your opt-in, especially in the internet marketing niche. Like in other niches, there isn't as much animosity almost. There's people are jaded, you know. And when people hear the term "make money online," it's like a negative thing. It's like you know, those weight loss pills and stuff like that. There's very negative karma around it. Well, there isn't. There shouldn't. Well, some people do some stuff, and that's why it gets a bad rap. But you got to think about how people feel or what they're thinking when they come through your opt-in. You know, when a person opts into my 80% opt-in rate, they're expecting, oh great, I'm going to hop on another list. This guy's going to promote me all day long. He's just going to try and make money off of me. Great. That's why a lot of people don't want to be on email lists. Like, how many people think that when you like see a good opt-in on Facebook, like, you know, I think that too. I've opted in the Ryan Dice's list and unsubscribed like 10 times, and he just keeps having such good opt-ins, and I just have to keep getting on him. But it's true. It's true. I'll never be off his list because he just has great opt-ins. But you got to think what people are thinking when they come through. So if a person's thinking, well, this guy's going to sell me stuff, this guy's going to be an asshole, and all sorts of stuff like that, the first thing I do is I counter that. I say, hey, I'm not an asshole. I'm not going to sell you anything right away. I'm going to help you out first, and I'll probably sell you something later. So that's really what you do with the trust. The other things about trust, guys, make an effort to get your face out there. Make an effort to have an identity to these people, because who do you buy from? Like if you're friends with somebody and they suggest something, you're probably going to buy it. You want to make yourself a friend to people. You want to make yourself an identity. You want to make yourself a person in their eyes, not just another name in their inbox saying, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm sure you guys are on a handful of those lists. And it doesn't work. You want to send a lot of value, and you want to really overcome trust by helping people a lot first. That way they'll give you a lot more money and trust you with that money. So very, very simple. Other questions? What's happening? Hi. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So she asked about taxes, and she asked basically how do I manage taxes and stuff like that. There's two answers to that question right now. First off, with taxes, just get an accountant when you start making money. And what I do, if you're spending money on ads and stuff, it's a tax deduction, and I can't really give tax advice. My better response to that too is your issue right now, if you're a beginner, is making money. Okay, you need to put your issues down to one basic thing: making money. Don't ignore everything else. I'm not saying don't pay your taxes this year, but that's an issue you can solve later on. Well, your main issue right now is you need to make $10,000 a month from email marketing, and so you need to make your sole issue. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about doing anything else. Make that your sole issue. The real point where I started making a lot of money from doing this, guys, is one of my gifts is I'm able to really ignore a lot of things, almost to a fault. Okay, like my house is disgusting. Like my taxes used to be a mess, but now I have an accountant doing all that kind of stuff. And I focus in on one thing. What you want to do when you're getting started, guys, is nail that one thing down and just do that. Don't focus on anything. Don't overcomplicate stuff. The what-ifs are what's going to kill you. The people that make a lot of money in any industry are the people that just go out there and do stuff, and then when shit hits the fan later, figure out and put it back together. So really go out there and focus on doing that. So there you go. What's up? My launch is it's going to be an SEO product, so not what I just talked about right there, but my launch is going to be, where is my launch? On November 3rd, we got $110,000 in prizes, so it's going to be hopefully the bomb diggity bomb, or I'm going to owe a lot of people money. So we'll see. Any other questions? In the back. You're going to have to yell at me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he said putting affiliate products on the landing page is a big part of the inboxing. And there's 10 different ways to do that. One really good way to really market affiliate stuff on a landing page, and this is how I would originally, I used to do this a whole lot. The reason why I don't put the affiliate stuff is because I don't mind not making my money back right away. If you want to make your money back right away, what I do a lot, or used to do a lot, you have training on the thank you page. And on the thank you page, you train them, you give them all the stuff. Like if it's SEO, every SEO has to use tools to do SEO. So I teach them how to do SEO, and then I show them the affiliate products they can use. And that's an absolutely killer strategy as well. That's a great way so you make your money back instantly when your leads come in. So anything I said, that's just simply what I'm doing. There's a ton of different other ways to work your email list building, talk to your email list and stuff like that. There's a ton of different ways. And what you should do is, what I just said, don't really look at it as law or like something you have to do. Take what makes sense to you and then just disregard everything else. Take what makes sense, make your own little twisty smoothie thing, and then go out there and kill it. So, what did I do on Facebook? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how, originally when I started ads, I didn't mind. I wanted to make my money back right away. There's nothing worse than spending $5 and not seeing $5 in my bank account the same moment. So I basically wanted to scale my list by making the leads pay for themselves instantly. So of course, yeah, I did that on Facebook. What I would do as well is I would sell my own products right after in a funnel. Got 30 seconds left. My funnel that I would use when I was selling stuff right after an opt-in is I'd sell a person a $5 product, and they click a link and would take them to another video. There was a reoccurring offer, and it says, hey, I'll give you that $5 product for free if you do a free trial of my membership. So what I'd do is basically someone would opt in, they go in, and I'd use that $5 they're originally going to spend against them to get them on my free trial, and at that point in time, I'd be bringing in the reoccurring income, and it would stack on itself, stack on itself, stack on itself. So that's what I really like to do, and it converted very, very, very highly for me. Any other questions? We good? Okay, cool. Oh, last one. Yeah. Okay, so he asked when I do my promotions, do I only send one email? What I'll do on the promotions, it depends. Sometimes if it's a big promotion, especially if it's my product, I'll invite them to a webinar. Right? I like to sell on webinars a whole lot. If it's a product like a big service that's being launched, I'll send a few pre-launch emails. If I'm promoting someone's product, like you guys are probably aiming to do, what I'll do is I'll mail the first offer. Okay, then I'll get the unopens, and I'll mail them again with a different headline. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll mail the people that didn't buy, and don't worry about that. I'll just mail the list again with a different headline, different email script with a different angle. Okay, like my first time I go out there and I'll mail something, I'll hit it from one angle. I'll almost not be really even salesy about it. I'll be like, hey, this is cool. Get it. Need affiliate income. So, and then with that being said, the next email I'll be a bit more salesy, and I'll really lay out like, this is what the product does, this is all this kind of stuff. Boom, 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 boom. And a lot of times when I'll promote products, I'll send people to my own video instead of the sales page so they see me reviewing the product in front of them. And then I can do the selling instead of using the sales page to do the selling. So it's just a few things I do. So, good stuff, guys? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, well,
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Alexander Becker. Thank you, sir. As always, man.
pleasure.
Alex.